two cameras that make me shoot better pictures. I want to share with you what are these two cameras that are really helping me get better pictures. So let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu, and in this video I want to share with you my two cameras, and I have other two cameras that also are helping me take better pictures. But for the moment I have just these two cameras at my studio because the other two cameras are at my home, so I'm using them. And I want to share with you just my thoughts about these two cameras and why these two cameras are really helping me take better pictures. So first of all, I want to address the myth that the camera doesn't matter. The camera will not help you take better pictures. I am receiving these comments and I am reading these statements, but in practice this isn't true. A specific camera will help you take specific photos, and some cameras will help you take better pictures. So I'm using X100V, X100 series for over 10 years when it was first launched. I didn't felt that camera was helping me take better pictures. When I'm looking at my X100V, X100F pictures in general, those pictures aren't so well composed. So when I'm looking at all my pictures for 15 years and especially from the last 5 years, I am seeing some pictures that are standing out. And also I'm seeing some cameras that are standing out because I am able to see that with this camera I've made more and better pictures, and also with this camera. So the keeper rate of great pictures that I have with these two cameras and with the other two that I will talk in another video, it's over my other cameras. So this got me thinking why these cameras are helping me take better pictures. So the common thread that these cameras have, I feel it is that these cameras aren't so easy to be used. These cameras aren't snapshotting cameras. You are forced by the design and by the ergonomics of the camera to think before taking the shot. So this is a really common thread when it comes to take better pictures. You can be very good at taking better pictures, but the design and the ergonomics of the camera, it will influence how you are thinking if you aren't very well disciplined when it comes to taking pictures. So this is the common thread. But now let's talk about why I'm liking these two cameras and how this camera is helping me take better pictures and how this is also helping me take better pictures. So my first camera that I truly recommend, it is Fujifilm X-Pro3. This is an outstanding camera. It's an outstanding camera. It's a mini Leica, let's call it like this. It's really acting like a Leica. When I first made videos about these cameras and about how it's a small Fujifilm Leica alternative, I've received some comments of Leica fanboys that were telling me, no, it's not a Leica, it's not acting like a Leica. Leica, it's a totally different beast. Now that I have a Leica and I'm shooting a Leica, I must tell you that no. Leica is a totally different beast, but not by much, not by much. This is depending on how you will set up this camera, 80%, 90% there. You'll have the experience because you have a screen that it's closing, and this is a big deal. Unfortunately, Fujifilm didn't implement well the ribbon regarding this screen, but this is like an old wine. Even if your screen will broke in the end, so it will not work anymore, the camera will still be functional and you will have a Leica MD alternative. So other than that, you have film simulations, and those film simulations are really something. And comparing this to a Leica, when I'm thinking at the Leica JPEGs, also those JPEGs are really something. So again, Fujifilm, it's compensating for not being a full frame with more options. So you can play with acros, you can play with all the Fujifilm recipes that you have on this camera. The viewfinder, it's making an extraordinary job. I know some people are complaining that they don't have the 28mm frame lines in the viewfinder. There is no problem in real world use. There is no problem in real world use. Of course, X-Pro2, it is better because it has the frame lines, but X-Pro3, it's there, and also you have the option to flip the screen and to use the camera like a Rolleiflex camera. And this also matters a lot. It's not like on X100V, it's not like on X-T30, it's not like on X-T5. When you flip the X-Pro3 screen, it's a totally different shooting experience. It's really like using a TLR camera. It's really different, and all the reviewers said that, and all the reviewers felt that. So you will shoot this camera totally different from a normal tilt screen. This is a big, huge deal that no other digital camera has it. The image quality, it is great with the new WR lenses, but also with the old lenses. The AF, it is great, and you have all the options to make this camera a manual focusing camera or a AF camera, depending on how you want to shoot it. You can imply all kinds of techniques of pre-focusing and of focusing with this camera. It's a great, great camera that will totally deliver, and it will offer you a big, big joy. I don't want to sell this camera, and I will not sell it till I will discover what Fujifilm will do with X-Pro4. I can repair it in my country, and this is a good thing, and probably I will repair it. The screen is still working. It loses the back LCD, and also it loses the touch functions, but for the moment the screen is showing okay the picture, so I can use the screen. And again, when I'm shooting this camera, I'm not acting fast. Even if I'm using an 18mm f1.4 f2 lens, or a 35 f2 or a 50mm f2, I am thinking about composition. I'm not snap shooting this camera. And this is a snap shooting machine, but also we will see why it's delivering even if it's a snap shooting machine. So this camera, it's really helping me take better pictures. I've looked at all my pictures made with this camera, and yes, they are great. They are great pictures, and I'm really loving them. And the camera really helped me take those pictures. It really, really helped me. It's not about the sensor, it's not about the image quality, it's not about the AF, it's about the ergonomics and how this camera is helping you use it. You'll use this camera through the optical viewfinder. Even if you'll use the camera with the LCD screen flip like this, you'll have another total mental state when you'll compose the pictures. So I'm really, really recommending X-Pro3 or X-Pro2 if you don't want to have problems with the screen. The next camera is the infamous Ricoh GR IIIx. And when I bought this camera, I really had big problems. I was thinking how to buy a camera that has a 40mm equivalent field of view lens. I was very stressed about this because I knew this is a small camera, I knew this is a snap shooting machine, and I knew the camera doesn't have a great AF. So I was stressed how I would be able to compose by snap shooting with a 40mm field of view lens. But in practice, what was in my mind, it was totally wrong. In practice, snap shooting with this camera at 40mm field of view, it is very easy. It is very easy. From f2.8 to f5.6, f8, and so on. So in practice, it was another reality. So this is why I'm liking real world reviews of people that are using cameras, because when a passionate user is using a camera for the purpose that was built that camera, then there is another situation. So snap shooting or using AF at the 40mm field of view, it wasn't a problem. It's easy. Also, it's easy with a 50mm field of view. And now, using the Ricoh GR IIIx, I am understanding very well what Bresson did, and using a Leica camera also, it makes me understand this. But again, if you want the Leica experience and if you want to think about composition, you really need a camera that is helping you do this. And Ricoh GR IIIx is really helping you do this because it has, first of all, the 40mm field of view. Next, it has a great lens. And have that in mind that the lens is so great and the APS-C sensor is so great that you can really use this camera in a 50mm field of view. So this is why Ricoh made a great decision by making a 40mm field of view small packetable camera and not a 50. The 40mm field of view, it is still usable indoors regarding the field of view. You have enough space. Next, you will crop just a little to get to the 50mm field of view, and you'll also have plenty of resolution because of the sensor and of the lens. So basically this camera, it's a true 40 and a 50mm field of view equivalent camera that will deliver without problems great RAWs and great JPEGs. I can't say this about X100V and X100VI. So even if X100VI will resolve the 40 megapixel sensor, the new sensor of Fujifilm, I am betting that I will not be satisfied in the 50mm field of view. I wasn't satisfied with X100V in the 40mm field of view. I wasn't satisfied with the results. Yes, at pixel level in studio, I've proved in my videos that the lens, the X100V lens, it is sharper than the 27mm f2.8. But even so, I'm not liking what I'm getting with X100V in the 40mm crop compared to what I'm getting with Ricoh GR IIIx in the 40mm normal field of view and even in the 50mm field of view. And if we want to go even further, I would say that even the 70mm field of view, it is okay on Ricoh GR IIIx. So is this crazy or what? Is this crazy or what? This is the first time when I'm really feeling that, okay, I'm okay with a crop like this. The only camera that I was feeling that I'm okay with cropping images, it was Sony a7R3A, so a big 47mm full frame sensor. With X-T5, I'm not feeling it. I'm okay by cropping 10-50% from the image. More than that, I don't know. It's not there. I don't know. Probably it's the extra sensor. I can't explain it. But I'm not feeling the same resolution, and I'm feeling that the image is losing it if you will crop more. Depending again from the scene and scene. Of course, you can crop more and you can keep some resolution, but again, it really depends on the scene. But on X100V and other cameras, the crop wasn't working like it's working here on Ricoh GR IIIx. So this is a huge deal. This is helping me have the peace of mind that I can shoot in the 40mm field of view, I can shoot in the 50mm field of view, and even if I want to go further to the 70mm field of view just in emergency cases. But the next thing that I love is the fact that I have great JPEGs, so it's a totally good replacement for a Fujifilm camera, for family photography and for colored photography. So this is helping me have the peace of mind. I will get a nice colored JPEG, film-like looking, and yes, the JPEGs from Ricoh GR IIIx are extraordinary. Now the next points that I want to address why this camera is helping me take better pictures. First of all, the AF isn't reliable depending on scene to scene, and because the manual focusing is so reliable, the system that you have in Ricoh GR IIIx is so good, it was very easily for me to learn the zone focusing system using the Ricoh GR IIIx scale and settings. The screen, it is crazy good and crazy responsive. I feel it's even faster than my phone screen. I don't know, it's instantly. It's the best camera that has no lag at all when you want to take pictures. Having this camera in snap focusing mode and taking the shots using the screen or using the button. Again, you have lots of options and lots of settings that you can do with this camera. And one of the great things is that this camera, it is very fast as a film camera. If you used manual focusing cameras and you are able to discern between a digital camera that has lag to AF to take the pictures and to calculate the exposure, you'll know what I'm saying here. So with this camera set on manual option, you will just snap, 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 and snap. But the pictures will be pretty well composed because you have the 40mm field of view. So the combination that you have here on Ricoh GR IIIx is extraordinary. You have a 40mm field of view with an extraordinary manual focusing system without any lag, with great image quality. So this means if you will see a moment that it's a split of a second moment, you'll be able to take the picture. So this is a huge deal. All these cameras are really having something in common because again, they are making me think about composition and also they are making me wait for the decisive moment. So this is a big deal. Also, let's have in mind the AF. The AF it's working okay. Just when the light is going out, it's pretty difficult and I will not rely for fast action on AF. But for a summer day, for an autumn day with sun, or even in cloudy days, you will not have any problems with AF for street photography. So you can use the AF with the screen. Also, it's working great. You can use it with the button. Also, you have the snap function option here that, yes, it's a big deal because this means you have in the same time, instantly, again, in the same time and instantly, AF and manual focus at the touch of a button or at the touch of a screen. No other camera will offer you this option. No other camera will offer you this option. You must set the camera in manual focus. You must work with the lens, preset the lens. It's not like this. This it's instantly, just with the press of a button, you'll have AF or manual focusing. So this is great. It's crazy how good it's Ricoh GR IIIx. I didn't expect Ricoh would be such a great camera and I will love it so much. So in conclusion, if you want to take better pictures, do I recommend these cameras for you? Yes, I'm totally recommending these cameras for you. No, don't take another X-Pro3 replacement. The X-Pro3 replacement, it's X-Pro2, X-Pro1, and for Ricoh GR IIIx, there is no other replacement. It's just Ricoh GR IIIx. You really must buy this camera for what they are. They are tools that will help you think about composition and will help you make really better pictures. These cameras are very good and I'm totally recommending them. Now, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, give it a like, and please check the next videos. Thank you and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.